Hello, hello, hello. Janella here. It's been a while. It's been almost a couple of weeks since my birthday bash. I'm here in Mississauga. I've traveled down to Mississauga to drop my granddaughter off. She's been with us since April, 4th, since my birthday bash. I haven't been outside. Welcome to my channel. Vanilla here, and I'm outside. I'd like to thank all of you who stayed with me this long, all my subscribers, my new ones, my new friends, people that I've talked to online every day. You've been signing up, you've been coming on board on my channel. God bless you. Good to have you here. I am here in Mississauga, dropping my granddaughter off. And she's on her way inside, just making sure that she gets in safe. And I am here. I'm outside. Today's topic, it is going to be a very short video. And someone's asking me for 50 cents. No, I don't have 50 cents right now. 25 cents. I can look and see. Just give me a minute, okay? And it's about hobbies. I've been inside for a while and I had to do something. I don't know about you, if you've ever been in that situation where you're indoors, you know, the weather is not all that. This is March. April. Oh my God, this is April here. And it's April 15th, the middle of April. And it's kind of, see, look at the condition here. It's kind of humid, but a little bit cold, and the sky's not all that clear, but and I've been indoors. We've had a little April showers, and so I had nothing to do, and looking for something, and I started a hobby. Guess what it is? We'll talk about it when we're driving back into Brampton. Let me get this lady over here 25 cents. I think I can spare 25 cents at least. I'm broke too, right? I wish I could be asking for 25 cents. So we're on our way. Just a minute, and we're going to talk about hobbies. All right. Yeah, so we're back. I just had to give that lady over there 50 cents, and I think she got money from the other person that she just solicited. And hey, giving is what we do, even if it's just she asked for even if I have 25 cents and I gave her 50 because I had that. You know, I'm quite broke myself, so yeah, I could spare the 50 cents, right? Praise God for that. At least that much I could spare. Giving is good. It's good to give, and I like giving, you know. So I'm on my way back to Brampton. I'm just out, and it's good to be out because I have not been out in ages, and the weather has just been raining, and when you're broke, you stay indoors, right? Let's face the facts. So now I'm heading back to Brampton, and I'm taking you along on the drive, and I'm going to tell you what I started while I was inside, broke and miserable in this rain. But it's a good thing to be out today, and it's just a thrill to be out. It's always good to come out, see people, see how the weather is a little better, and just fantastic. So come along with me on the drive. Glad to have you. I'd like to thank all of you again. I hope you find this video, it's going to be short but enjoyable, and this video is just really to keep in touch with you, what's been happening, and let you know what I have started. And it's hobby time, hobbies. And I know many of you have hobbies, especially in my age group where you have nothing to do and you're not working, or you'd like to work but haven't taken that step, and you started hobbies, whether it's painting, artwork, any kind of artwork, new language, whether it's drumming or planting a garden, or whatever it is that you desire to do that makes you happy, that keeps you busy. And it's hobby time. It's all about the video today. We're talking shortly in a very short video about hobby and we're going to be taking you along the drive back to Brampton. So enjoy the drive while we drive back home. Yeah, let's get our seatbelt on here. Let's put it down here for a seatbelt. Okay. Let's put you down a little bit for a seatbelt. Safety is number one, correct? So let's go. We can actually open a window today. You can hear the birds, all right? Birds are chirping. It's spring. We're heading back into Brampton. It's just great to be out and about. And our topic today is hobbies. And I'm taking you along with me on this drive. People are out and about today. And trust me, it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, believe it or not. It's after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, in the middle of April. So April showers. Yeah, so it is good. It's good. I feel good when I come out, I feel rejuvenated, and I just feel good, right? And it's good to feel good. And I was going to talk to you about starting a hobby, which I did while I was indoors. I started learning a new language, so I broke the news to you. And it's not easy. I live in a bilingual country, right? Canada, Quebec area, Montreal, Ottawa area, mostly speak French. Here in Canada, everything is basically written in French and English. And most government places offer French and English communication or service, right? Because it's considered bilingual. So I chose French, I already know a few words in French, and that is since high school days. And they decided, since I lived here in Canada, it is a bilingual country, why not take it up? And for about 2 days now, I've been learning from a French book, or going online to YouTube and get some French tutoring done, and it's quite interesting. I've been working on it, right? So this is really an encouragement, for people like me and you who don't normally get out too often and are broke most of the time, and looking for something to do, something that we desire, something that we enjoy doing, and just to get away from the everyday stress of life and the everyday encounter with everyday, having to challenges, I should say. And we have to be able to communicate with others in a way that is gentle and kind, the people that are around us, and we don't really have that time to work on things that we would like to do, or to improve on something that we would like to do. So maybe you like to play the drums, or you like to know how to knit or crochet, and maybe cook. Some people love to cook. One thing about cooking, I don't really enjoy cooking at all, right? You put me in the kitchen and it's like you're gonna get a fast meal whether you like it or not. I will cook a meal very, very fast and quick. So we're heading back into Brampton. I'm taking you on a different route into Brampton from Mississauga. galore, something to do to keep us busy and entertain, and in the future will be beneficial, right? So we're talking about a concrete, beneficial, enjoyable hobby that we'd like to do. So I've chosen French. I've chosen a language, to learn another language, right? And so far it's not easy. I don't know if I remember what I'm learning for the past 2 days, but hopefully somewhere along the line that it sticks with me, and God grant me the ability to remember, to remember. And it's very important to have good memory when you're learning another language. Hey, listen, I speak English and patois, and my English is not that good. My grammar is not that well. We all know that. But I'm not ashamed of it. I try to think and improve it. But learning another language, well, the grammar is not perfect or not perfect, but I'm able to communicate in another language, especially French. I chose French because I lived in Canada for so long, and it is a bilingual country. And most of the government places I've mentioned before, the services are done in English and French, and also written in French and English, directions. So it's great to be able to learn the French language, especially here in Canada. Maybe I'd like to travel to Montreal or Quebec, the Ottawa area. I may meet someone who speaks French, and I can understand, and communicate a little bit in French. And basically knowing a few words in French is fantastic. Like I said, I've was very good in French in high school, so that's why I chose French to take it on. And so we're still in Mississauga here, driving up. The road is, it's April 15. The road is clear, and I know you guys are enjoying this ride, enjoy this video, and it's really based for people. Basically, this video is for you, people in our age group who don't normally get out that much. I have been at home for some time now, and I've uploaded some videos, so it's great to be in touch with you. So I'd like to shout out to Antigua, yay Antigua people, and people in the US, the new subscribers from the US, Antigua, DJ Mind, welcome aboard. I'm giving you a shout out on my video for Antigua people, and a great young man that I met online, and he is in Antigua. He is a DJ. Thank you for subscribing for my channel, and I've also subscribed for yours. I also like to big up my grandson. I have a wonderful grandson in Africa that I adopted, and the thing is, he is going to school. He's well educated. I've sent some support in the past, and I promise to send support again, but right now my funds are tied up and through Revenue Canada, and I'm doing my best, my very best, to clear things up so I can continue to help support you along with the other people who are supporting you. I'm not the only one sending you support. So shout out to my grandson in Africa, and the people who you've recommended in Africa to subscribe to my channel. I thank you, my grandson. He calls me Granny in Africa. I'd like to shout out for the people in America who I've met online, and they've also subscribed to my channel, my new friends. Thank you very much. It's a shout out to people in India as well, and all of you around the world. Antigua, US, Canada, Africa, and India. Thank you so much. So I'm just turning up the road here. Have to be very careful. It's almost 2 o'clock, I believe, so make sure we get home safe. Alright? So our topic today is hobby. So send me a And let me know what your hobbies are in the comment sections. And let me know what you've just taken up that is really challenging as a hobby. And this is about new hobbies. New hobbies. So my title today of this video is New Hobbies. Especially people in my age group, or anyone could really respond back what you think would be a good hobby for me or for you. I've taken up learning a new language, right? And it's French. It's not that new to me because here in Canada it's bilingual. It's French and English, and it's most of the government service here are service in, you can get service in English or in French, and usually in any language that you ask for anyway, they will translate, right? They have usually a translator on site, especially in government places. All right, so here we are. We're heading up on Dixie. This is what the traffic looks like. And our topic today is hobby. So do you have a hobby, I should ask? Put in the comment sections. And what do you find challenging about your hobby? What are the challenges? I've taken up French, and of course it's hearing, right? Hearing is very important when you're learning a new language. Hearing, it's like learning how to sing, or I can't sing, I can't hear the tunes, the tone, or you're off beat, right? So I guess learning a new language is hearing and remembering also the words, right? But hearing is very, very important. I think that's one of the most important things. Because learning the words, I do know a few words in French, but hearing and to translate that into, the French language, it may be offbeat or sound offbeat, or you can't hear the accent very well, or the sound of the words, the sounding of the words very well. So wish me luck, and I'll keep at it. Maybe in a year or two I'll come back and speak French for you. So give me 2 years, okay? So let me know what your hobbies are and what you're doing. So our topic today is hobby, and this is just a video where we're driving. On the road, and you're with me on the road again as usual. So we've come to a traffic light, and I think traffic light is about 3-4 minutes, right? Depending where you are. I've never actually timed it, but this one have a camera on it, right on the top there. Most traffic lights do have cameras. When you speed or didn't stop when you're supposed to stop in the light, you get a nice big ticket in the mail because the camera will pick up what you've done. And to your surprise, sometimes you're not even realizing that you went through a red light and you get a ticket in the mail, right? Because cameras are on some of the stop sign, the cross sections. Not every stop sign or stop light or intersections have cameras. So if you know where the cameras are, you behave yourself when you're driving, and drive accordingly, right? So we're talking about hobby or hobbies, and like I mentioned before, I've taken on a challenge. I'm studying French at home on my own from YouTube, from my book source. I do have a good book that I had for years, that I've had this book for almost 10 years, and the CD to go with it. And once in a while I will pick it up and put it down, but never really, I think for the past days, it's the first time I've ever really gone through this book with a CD and then go online to YouTube to really get some information on the grammar and pronunciation of the French language. Isn't that fantastic? So I'm encouraging you, if you do have a hobby in mind, because I feel good doing it. You know, I'm finally, you know, go ahead and do it. So encourage me, you know, give me a big up, give me a shout out. Put in the comment section what hobby you have started and never get to finish, or you just put it down, put it in a corner, you know, just walk by it every day for years and never really started. If you started, it's just half done and never really got done. So if you're like me and you really want to get started, maybe I can give you a little bit of push and a little encouragement and be a little mentor to say, hey, go ahead and get started, and it's all up to you. You know, it's got to be your feelings. So hopefully I'm giving you some encouragement here today when you watch my video, to go ahead and maybe the next day and little by little even take off the cover, or if you have it covered up somewhere, or in your garage or somewhere in your room, you just take the cover off and walk by it a few times and, you know, do something a little bit on it every day until you get it back into it, because it's something you love doing. And that's what I did. You know, I took out my French book, my CD, for a couple of days. I walked by it, look at it, I opened the cover, I look at it, and then finally I decided, why not go for it, right? So wish me luck in learning a new language. Within 2 years' time, I should be speaking French. Don't you think? Okay. So here it is. Day. It's a good day. There's traffic on the road. You know, people are out and about. It's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, March 15. And this is my first time out in a long, long time. I've been indoors. It is spring here in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. We are in Brampton now, heading out of Mississauga. We were in Mississauga heading out. And our topic today is hobbies, because, you know, some of us have more than one hobby here, you know, and we like to do different things, and, you know, maybe we may set something aside, or, you know, are not working on our hobbies and just sit on the couch watching TV, or just watching other things and not really doing what we like to do when we're indoors. So I was indoors for a few days and decided I needed to do something. And that's how I started picking up my French book that I've had over for 10 years. And I've never really looked at it. It's just been sitting around. And I decided, why not? Why not? Why not? And I'm quite sure some of you are doing the same thing. Why not? Why not? So this is a very short video encouraging you. And I hope I've inspired you here today on this video to go ahead and please leave a comment. You know, and I'd like to shout out to all of you again who's been with me for a while. I like to hear from you. I like to see the comments. Trust me, for a content creator, I like to see the comments. I like to hear your feedback. You know, and what you would like me to do, what videos, what content you would like to see me do. I'll be doing traveling soon. In December, back to Antigua. That is my goal, to be out of here really soon, back to my hometown, my homeland, Antigua and Barbuda. A shout out to Antigua and Barbuda. And hey, look at all the trucks lining up here. Trucks galore, making deliveries, drop-offs. You know, they're ruling the afternoon hours, trying to get from point A to point B with their deliveries, and before the traffic jam and rush hour. This is the best time for the trucks to be on the road, really. It's this time of day, before people come home from school and they're on the roads, and people coming from work. Pretty soon around 2:30, 3 o'clock, people start getting out from work and school, and the roads are jam-packed. It's like a rush hour that never ends until 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. So it's good to be out and about and just taking a drive. And talk about gas. I gotta cut this right here and tell you about gas. The war is going on, yes. And here in Brampton, Ontario, Canada, you can't really be driving around and roaming around these days because gas prices, you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Right? And so you have to take it easy on the road, especially if you can't afford it like myself, to cruise around like we did before. Because by the time you get to point A to point B, you're suffering buying gas. Okay? That's how expensive. Since this thing